Hey folks, welcome back to SC Haulers. I'm Saxawine, and in today's video, we are going to go over the Wind Linehaul missions. Now, if you remember about a month ago, I had the 4.3 PTU, or it wasn't the PTU industrial update, it was Wind Linehaul returns to Stanton video. And I went over some of the missions that were there, and it said Crusade. It was primarily Crusader and ArcCorp focused. I didn't go to Hurston or MicroTech, and I should have. And I should have posted this video a long time ago, but here we are. So these missions right now, normally the way they work is you can get 6 of them going to 2 different locations on Hurston and MicroTech, and they cost, or they give you 117k per mission. Now in 431, these missions are currently bugged. So what's happening is you accept one mission and that same exact mission pops back up in your contracts feed, and it's going up to 3 times. So what this means is you can now gather 9 missions for one location, which is now allowing you to make just over 1,050,000 credits in about 15 minutes if you're able to do it right. And so we're going to show you this bug. We're going to show you how I loaded my raft and how I use the Atlas to really make this succeed. So let's get into this haul. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. No, I'm just playing. The first thing, let's just assume that you have your raft already. Now you can rent one at Lorville, or you can buy it at Lorville, a new deal. Let's also assume you already have your Atlas on board, and all we need to do is accept our contracts. So what we're going to do, and you can see here, we're going to go to small grade. These 117k missions. This is for Wind Linehaul, and you can see we need to go to Dupree Industrial Manufacturing. Now this is important. You saw my 19 SCU count. Look at it now. So it says 10 SCU. After we accepted it, changed to 12. Now these don't really matter, but you do need to keep in mind how much SCU you are gathering. So like this one went from 10 to 26. So keep in mind your SCU count, because these can RNG standard like change to a higher amount than what your raft can hold, which is 192 SCU. Okay, now that we are out of the hangar, let's align ourselves towards Hurston. Dupree Manufacturing Facility and the Gray Cat Facility, the 2 locations that you can accept these missions, are on Hurston. But we need to get our other 6 missions. So this one goes to Dupree. We're going to accept that. That's 4. Same exact mission popped up. That's 5. Same mission popped up. That's 6. So let's go ahead and... So that's Gray Cat. That is Gray Cat. That one's Gray Cat, which means this one's going to be Dupree. And same thing again. This mission has popped up again, and it's at the bottom. That's Gray Cat. So Dupree again. And this should be our last one here. And there it is. All right, so now we just need to head over to Dupree. I am going to start a timer now that we have our 9 missions. There we go. All right, let's go. Okay, I am going to have to pause the timer because I just suddenly, my old man body needs to go to the bathroom. So once we hit the end of this quantum, we are going to pause. Okay, and we are paused. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Let us oh no, I hit the reset button. Okay, add 48 seconds to the end of this timer. Just FYI. Someone remind me in the comments to add 48 seconds to my timer. Because I feel like 15 minutes from now I'm gonna forget. Okay, so the important part about these facilities, and this is another thing that is going to change. So we're not always going to be able to do these 6 missions. With the Grey Cat facility and the Dupree facility, they do have anti-air turrets around the facilities, and there are a lot of them. But currently, and in 4.3, but also in 4.3.1, the anti-air turrets do not work. And you can see all these unknown markers. These are your anti-air turrets. They are 360 around the facility. You just see all those unknown markers. Those are anti-air turrets. So you are not going to be able to do this in the future once they activate the turrets again. But for right now, might as well take advantage, right? So all we need to do is land at one of these pads out here. Unfortunately, at these hostile distribution centers, you cannot land in the hangars. At the other distribution centers, you can, the friendly ones. Now, the other thing you need to know is while you're at these hostile distribution centers, you do need to bring a weapon with you. And that is because there are hostile NPCs out here on the pad. Not always, because this is a very common thing to do right now, but do bring a weapon with you. Wish this thing opened faster. So we're just going to do a quick sweep around the elevator here. I don't see anything. Okay, so we're going to pull our Atlas off. Now I'm going to pull the Atlas off to the side here. So it took me about 4 hours to record this video because there is a bug with the Atlas. For some reason, it's almost like it repositions your character. Okay, so what it does is, like, you'll get a full black screen as if you're being repositioned. It doesn't say repositioning, but what will happen is it will teleport the Atlas and yourself underneath whatever surface you are at. So if you're in a personal hangar, it'll teleport you like underneath the hangar. It'll despawn your hangar. Here at the Dupree facility, I ended up underground multiple times, not falling through the planet, but just like underneath the facility. So you need to be mindful of that. So we are going to pull up all our cargo. And there's a Zeus landing over there. Why is there a multi-tool? I do not see it. Oh well, I guess it's mine now. Just send that bad boy down. We're going to select all. And I just like staying on the transferring screen. It's an old habit from early resource drive. Like, you guys remember the elevators, just if you didn't stay on the screen, then your cargo wouldn't come up and it would just disappear. I don't know. Old habits die hard. So we're going to get in this Atlas. I am going to fast forward the video because I am sure y'all don't want to watch me load all this cargo onto the raft. I felt like it was about to teleport me out of the Atlas. But let's go ahead and get going. Okay, so we have landed at Everest Harbor, and we are going to unload our cargo. Now, this is not going to be in the conventional way. Some of you may remember me mentioning this in a video, but I have not brought it up since then. So what we are going to do is drop all the cargo on the floor. What we want to do is make sure that the cargo is somewhat underneath the raft. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be near the raft. And I need to, okay. So I need to do these individually so they stop shooting out like that. And last row. And let's just make sure this is all underneath. I might have to attach it to the grid and detach it again. Yeah, we'll just do that. But like I said, it's important that the cargo is underneath the ship. It doesn't matter what ship you're doing for this method, but the raft is definitely the easiest because it has such a big open area. And, oh, that's good. Okay, so next step, we need to store the ship. And I want y'all to watch this. It's going to be scary at first because you've never seen this, but you store it. And now all your cargo is gone. What are you going to do, gang? Like, oh my gosh. But if we go to our freight elevator, oh my gosh, there's cargo in my freight elevator. Holy cow. Okay, so we go to our container tab. We select commodity cargo. Select all. We bring that up. We just send it right back down. Now, a cool thing, maybe I just never noticed it, but you can see the green check marks on the right side that say complete. I think that's new, but maybe I just haven't noticed it before. And now, all of our missions should be complete. Holy cow, my kids are yelling upstairs. So we have 7 missions complete. This one's 100, we'll submit. This one's also 100, we'll submit. So that is 9 missions completed in about 17 minutes. With the 48 seconds, that would be like 18 and a half minutes, like 18:35 or something. And if you're not like recording a video or going to the bathroom in the middle of it and like whatever, you can do this faster than any other thing in the game currently. So that's going to do it for this video. And I just want you to keep in mind that this is not how this is intended to work. Now, these missions are supposed to be here. There are supposed to be 6 total missions, 3 at one location, 3 at another location, but currently they are bugged, so you can get 9 and 9 at each. So that being said, do this at your own risk. This is a bug. It could be determined to be an exploit, but CIG needs to know that this is actually happening. But if you do decide to go with this, you could potentially make 4.2 million per hour. So that being said, I am Sacks of Wine. This is SC Haulers, and we'll see you at the next haul. Love you, bye. Sacks of wine, the gal